defense attorneys are saying about it?
Let's take a listen.
Late on the 7th, they had a conversation where she didn't indicate that it was her son in the photograph, but she said it might be something that she could see him doing.
All right, so that was the sound we heard from the NYPD there. So just to back up a little bit, Mangione, his parents filed a missing persons report for him.
Maybe like he
was in the
snorted
San
up a whole lot of
Francisco area.
cocaine
They
or
couldn't get in
something.
touch
I don't
with
know.
him. The shooting happens, and what the NYPD is essentially had said at that time, or what was said at that press conference, is when they had a conversation with the mother, she was alleged to have said something along the lines of, well, that sounds like something you could have done, which would be significant if it were to be true. But that's the big question, because the defense is now saying, we need to see a transcript, we need to see evidence. If that was presented in public, you need to show us that. And this court filing is saying, where is that?
And that's really the crux of this filing. So what Mangione's attorneys are saying, and forgive me as I look at this, they say there's basically one of two possibilities. Either possibility is favorable, they say, for their case. Either the first possibility is that his mother never made this statement.
Okay.
In which case, that would be significant if police are alleging that she said something that she didn't say.
Yes.
So that would be significant. Or the second possibility, they say, is that she did make the statement and prosecutors have not provided evidence of said statement in discovery.
Discovery is what the prosecution has to turn over to the defense. All the information that they have so you can prepare your defense.
You're showing your cards to the defense,
right,
so that the defense has a chance to mount a defense, to refute the claims that the prosecutors are making.
And so part of this sort of lays the groundwork for the argument that the defense might make that Mangione is not going to receive a fair trial. Because those statements were then picked up by all kinds of media outlets.
Absolutely.
All the major outlets. They even appeared in a book that has
a
novel that has been widely quoted. So what they're saying is, if you can't prove, or there wasn't a transcript of that phone call, then we got a big problem here.
And you mentioned all of the media outlets that reported on Mangione's mother's alleged comments. Some of those news outlets are cited in this court filing. December 17th, Fox News. December 18th, People. December 17th, Yahoo. The 17th, Newsweek. April 1st of this year, CBS.
You see it right there.
Right. So you can see all of those mentions would serve to, at least from the defense's perspective, to prejudice a case against Mangione, especially if she didn't say what she's alleged to have said.
Okay, and some of those documents were filed this week, kind of in response to the defense. We haven't heard what the judge is going to decide on that yet. Potentially, we might in the next week or so. One of the other things that's in here is interesting because Mangione or his side had requested that he be able to have a laptop. Why would they give him a laptop?
Well, the laptop is so that he can review the evidence against him from prison.
Not just his attorneys have it. He says he wants to look at it.
Right, and presumably it's a mountain of evidence, but there's a footnote in this court filing, this Tuesday court filing. It says, quote, once Mr. Mangione receives the laptop and hard drive, he will need time to meaningfully review the discovery, that is the evidence that prosecutors plan to use, including voluminous body camera footage, in time for the December 1st, 2025 hearings. That's the next court date, at least in the state case.
What kind of body camera footage would there be? I mean, maybe a response to the actual crime itself, or like when they found it in Pennsylvania? Like, what would they need to see?
All of the above, I would assume.
Were you in Pennsylvania? Were you there when they were there at the court hearing? Like, because there was a big media presence, but you were one of the people who was there.
I was there. I actually saw Mangione get out of the car, get out of the state police vehicle, and be escorted, the 6 or 8 feet into the courtroom.
Was that when he was like yelling as he left the courtroom?
So that was his first appearance, and he yelled something there. The second time that he made his appearance there in Hollidaysburg, which is right near Altoona, which is where the.
I wonder we'll get to see the footage, and we'll get to hear what he yelled.
Found. I was there for the second court appearance when he was very docile, very calm, walking in, very cooperative, didn't say anything, but I was close to him. They pulled up kind of in an alleyway off the main road. It's a very small town, so when I say main road, this is not a hugely
a one post office.
yeah. So they
And this is
pulled up
Luigi
the,
Mangione, the guy that
car
assassinated the
into this
CEO of
alleyway
the
and walked a
healthcare
few steps.
administration.
And now this is kind of another thing. This is the video actually
He had a
from that
GoFundMe
same
page.
day.
Controversial story.
Really?
Yes, the same
In
day.
America.
So after his court appearance there that I attended in Hollidaysburg, they choppered him back here to the city where very famously Mayor Eric Adams and a phalanx of NYPD officers were there to greet him. Yeah.
And they're walking behind him, sort of a grand presentation. His defense has argued that is also part of the bias that would be against
Highly
him.
prejudiced.
Eric Adams
But
is biased against this man.
Let's be honest. I mean,
This young
case,
boy's gonna get some hard
Sort of
time.
the high profile
This buggy
case
whip man's
itself
gonna have to
will
work them
continue to
arms
draw
out.
all kinds of attention, media, and certainly he has his own, I don't want to say fans, but his own supporters who attend all of his court hearings. People who dress in Free Mangione t-shirts, who say
They
that
said Free
they support
Mangione
whatever he alleges
on
was
the
his
t-shirts
cause
over
in
there.
healthcare, a problem
I
with the
did
US
have a
healthcare
story about
system,
people
things
dressed
along
up
those
like
lines.
Luigi.
They'll continue to be
Or
on
the
these
Mario
things.
Brothers. I think
And
that was
let's
a
be
fucked up
honest,
thing to do,
this,
but
and this filing is kind
I
of
don't expect
implicit
anything less from these
acknowledgement
sickos.
that the evidence against Luigi Mangione is pretty damning.
Yes.
So these are technicalities.
what is
that
happening
they're
in
arguing.
America,
The-
people?
The actual
Let us know in the
evidence
comments.
against him is
What do you
from
think
what
about
we
this
have
stuff?
Seen, the surveillance video outside the hotel, the surveillance images from that Upper West Side hostel where he stayed,
Right.
the bullets, what was written on the bullets.
Engravings, yeah.
The evidence is pretty significant.
Of course, he's facing the federal and the state charges. This court filing is part of the state case, I believe, and the next hearing for the state case should be early December.
December 1st.
December 1st
Yeah.
is what it says here. These things could get moved around. There probably will be a headline or two between now and then. But that's what we got for anything else we should know from here.
No, I mean, I think we got it. I just that hearing on the 1st will be, as have all.
And I wanted to know why YouTube blocked my video
scene
of the news.
December 1st.
It was like, oh, this is restricted because of WWE content. I'm like, I'm reporting the news, you assholes.
National and international coverage of that, in addition to local coverage.
One of us probably done. All right, Robert, thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
You as well.
All right, take a quick break.
Hey, hopefully
And,
y'all
coming back,
having a great
check in
time.
on a
Hopefully you're
hearing
looking
that's
forward to having a
happening
great
at New York City
weekend.
Council. Has to do with